This post on Reddit has been haunting me for 6 months, and I still haven't gotten to the bottom of it, so I'm making that your problem today. There are still lots of videos I want to make, but I was browsing the Scooby-Doo subreddit, as I normally do. They are my people, like this one here, that says, I don't know why or if I can explain why, but this movie has been on my mind for a good few days. And I can relate. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed it's always on my mind.
All Fred Jones had to say was,
I think Coolsville sucks.
But like I said, 6 months ago, this was posted to r/Scooby-Doo by... I didn't even realize the user was deleted. Oh no! How deep does this rabbit hole go? It's getting more mysterious by the second. So this, I guess, anonymous user who posted this and then fled to oblivion.
it's for you!
That only makes it worse for me. This has been taking up so much of my mental bandwidth for the past 6 months. And I have no one to blame now. I don't know who I can blame. Anyway, this anonymous user who just dropped this on my doorstep and then left, they posted about this image here, specifically about this ghostly ghoul type jack-o'-lantern figure. And they just said this: I'm making a scrapbook for my childhood best friend. We grew up on Scooby-Doo, so I was going to order some stickers, and this dude showed up. I can't for the life of me remember what movie or episode he's from. Does anyone remember? And the thing about this is I've also seen this creature on officially licensed Scooby-Doo merchandise. You might remember like a year or so ago, Emily and I reviewed these Scooby-Doo candles. Again, officially licensed from Hanna-Barbera. Look at this dude. It's the same guy. And yet, I also couldn't figure out where he's from, where it's from. I don't know the gender of this ghost. But like I said, it sent me down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and I would like to share with you what I have found. So the very first thing that I noticed, and some of you eagle-eyed viewers might have also noticed if we pull the picture out here, is that the silhouette of most of the ghost is actually familiar. It is this guy here, the Phantom Shadow, one of the 2 Phantom Shadows in the episode. I always call them like the Green Ghost. I think that is also or Green Ghost. Okay, I was right. Hopefully you can see here that the outline, the silhouette of this monster, the cloak, even the hands, is the exact same as the jack-o'-lantern ghost. I guess we need a name for this creature. The jack-o'-lantern ghost seems right to me. Now, to be clear, it's not an exact match. I think they stretch and squash a couple things. I traced it myself to make the thumbnail for this video, and it is like 98% accurate. Obviously, different face, a couple different folds in the cloth in certain areas, and they don't have the sort of, chain that's hanging down here as well, and they just recolored it, right? But other than that, it's like, it's the same. But where's the freaking pumpkin head coming from? So the first thing that I did was think like, okay, maybe it's a weird mishmash of a couple different Scooby-Doo villain characters. So I was starting to search for pumpkin monsters in Scooby-Doo. Now, the one that kept showing up repeatedly is from Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. It's these little guys. There are a couple other ones, these pumpkin scarecrows, the headless horseman, maybe, but the closest is the Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost pumpkin monster, specifically because they don't have like the cutout for the nose. You can see on the monster, the jack-o'-lantern ghost we're trying to identify, doesn't have a hole for the nose. The headless horseman does. The smile is very different. The eyes are very different. The overall vibe is different.
Head. It's true. The Headless Horseman is coming.
This is the closest, but it's not right. I mean, here's an even closer looking one, but it's not right. So I don't know where this came from. So now I'm thinking like, okay, where else has this shown up? We know the candle. We know this sticker pack that this person on Reddit got. Where else has this figure showed up? So maybe that can help me with some information. So I start Googling that as well. If you specifically search for Scooby-Doo Revenge of the Jack-O'-Lantern, you get some of these things. They're like posters that I guess you can get on certain websites. These are officially licensed merchandise from Hanna-Barbera about this specific creature. What's weird to me, just another wrinkle in the cape of this jack-o'-lantern ghost, is that the poster says Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern, while the candle that I have is Attack of the Jack-o'-lantern. So like, what is it? If you search Attack of the Jack-o'-lantern, you'll only get the candle. And you might get a couple more of these Revenge of the Jack. But Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern is like the thing. That's like the phrase that you have to type in to get this. And I don't think that's the name of an episode. Scooby-Doo, Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern. It's just the merchandise. And there's the Reddit post. Oh, there's this jack-o'-lantern from Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King, voiced by Jay Leno.
Sorry, guys, but those old bags take one look at me and splat! I'm pumpkin pie, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome. But again, that's not right either. It's got a nose. It's got eyebrows. The eyes are different because they're like cut in the way that an actual jack-o'-lantern would be. This isn't a guy either. So yeah, now I'm visiting all of these websites with all this merchandise, trying to figure out like, okay, when is the oldest piece of merchandise that I can have? TM, Hanna-Barbera, S19. I assume that is for 2019 because I see other things like this in other places that has S20 or S21 on it. That makes me feel like it's the date when these were issued or something. But yeah, these are just stickers that you can get with Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern for some reason. Like you can just buy this isn't even a sticker pack with different like fun things. This is just, hey, do you want like an entire pack of Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern? A thing that doesn't exist? So here we go, right here. S21, this is for a throw blanket with Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern, which I now feel like I need to buy. I won't. I do have a lot of Ben Shapiro's lunch money from the last video I did, so maybe I could. Thanks for watching that video, by the way. I wasn't expecting it to get 1 million views. But again, this is an entire throw blanket of Revenge of the Jack-o'-lantern, a monster that doesn't exist, a story that doesn't exist. But then here's what I'm thinking, right? If I can't find more information about the monster itself, then what I have to do is, you see how in all of these, it's a design paired with a Scooby and Shaggy sort of sneaking away. So now my thought process is, where did the sneaking Shaggy and Scooby come from? I just looked up Scooby and Shaggy sneaking. That's all I did, and I found this image. It's branded as What's New Scooby-Doo. That makes me feel like this image obviously was created around the time of What's New Scooby-Doo. So doing some more searching for that image, I did find it from this, I guess, stock image website, where it has Scooby and Shaggy and Velma and Dad, the whole gang, you get it, and they're sneaking away. This is very similar, but not quite exact to what we're looking for, but this at least tells us that it's from 2002. I have another one here. Yes, here we go. You can see this is more of the exact image we're looking for. This is Shaggy looking up, Scooby mouth closed, as opposed to mouth open and Shaggy sort of looking down. So this is similar, but this is pretty exact. The difference is they're facing the different way, obviously, and Scooby's collar in these images, if I don't know how, zoom in, enhance, is actually hanging over his wrist, which is an interesting detail. I don't know why they wanted to do that. Like, oh, it's not recognizable as Scooby-Doo without his name tag. So I guess that's what they felt like they had to do. But this, you can see, comes from 2006. So again, sort of around the early 2000s. This is like a Boomerang promotion, I think.
Everyone loves a good mystery, just like Scooby and the gang. You're watching Scooby-Doo on Boomerang.
But this doesn't even help us, right? Because we still haven't figured out what this gosh darn monster is. We haven't figured it out. We've really gotten nowhere. The only thing that we know is maybe this monster was created around the early 2000s, potentially because sometimes Shaggy and Scooby are paired with it with a drawing, an illustration that came from What's New Scooby-Doo. So like, I guess that's something, but not really. So then, after contacting a lot of other Scooby-Doo fans and friends of mine who are enthusiasts, and also reading through the comments on the subreddit because no one else there seems to know either, the only thing I could think of was maybe It is a clip art jack-o'-lantern that someone just put over the phantom shadow ghosts, the green ghosts. So I was just looking through tons of jack-o'-lantern clip art, and of course I can't find it, because there's a billion of them. There's no end to the jack-o'-lantern clip art. There's no way I'm gonna find the exact one, if it even is clip art. But that's the only thing I can think of, because the art style of this little ghoul down here doesn't really match what I would consider to be Hanna-Barbera's style at the time. Maybe it could. It's like half there and half not. I don't really see it. I always gotta turn off the hide AI one. It's always a little better. Can you imagine if that if the first result was the thing I was looking for, was just hidden by a bunch of AI generated stuff? Also, this is an aside, I just wanted to look up a picture or like a reference of something for a video of Scooby-Doo drinking. And so much of the of the Google image search is like AI images of Scooby drinking like a hot whiskey. What is he drinking? I guess that's a tea. This is like Scooby having a scotch. Look at this. And there's another one. Just Scooby just like having a nice relaxing nightcap. I also just tried just reverse image searching from just the cropped version of the pumpkin head to see if I could find anything that matched it in terms of clip art. And again, we have a lot of just like generic things. I mean, that's clip art and whatnot, but no exact matches. The only thing I can think of, the only reason I can think of why this little being exists, why this creature exists, is for one kind of stupid reason, to be honest. I think what happened is one of these companies who is licensing from Hanna-Barbera to make Scooby-Doo themed throw blankets, stickers, candles, what have you, whoever was the first one to do that, realized that in addition to it just being Scooby-Doo themed, and that's Halloween themed enough, they probably wanted some more classic Halloween imagery on this merchandise. And what's more Halloween than a jack-o'-lantern, right? It's classic Halloween imagery. So they were probably thinking, well, Scooby-Doo they must have some cool jack-o'-lantern ghosts that we can pull from the archives to use in our merchandise. And they just don't. Scooby-Doo as a franchise really just doesn't have like a jack-o'-lantern ghost. So for some reason, someone thought we need a jack-o'-lantern monster, but one doesn't exist. So I guess what we have to do is recolor one and drop on some pumpkin head that some artist at the company illustrated or some freelancer illustrated for them, or they did get from clip art somewhere and I just can't find it because there's a million results. And I think this is just what they came up with, and for some reason it stuck. Maybe it's just that they couldn't license any of the actual monsters, but I don't think that's true because I have other candles somewhere here. I've got this candle here that references Zombie from the actual show.
Kind sir, can you show us the way to the main road? Zoinks! Zombie! Zombie?
And it even says Zombie Island on it, like the movie. Even though this zombie isn't in Zombie Island, it's different, but they tried. My point is, they can have the actual monsters, like they can license that, but for some reason, this guy just keeps popping up. This guy or girl. Again, I don't know the gender, and I feel I don't want to be canceled over it. And normally, a video like this would end with a really cool reveal where I actually have found the answer to this question, but I don't have it. I don't have the answer to this question. I don't know why this video exists. It's been bothering me to know that this is a monster that's out there and hasn't been caught yet. Wait a minute. I didn't see this comment earlier. This person says, How does Scott get his head so shiny and smooth? Well, that seems weirdly targeted at me, but the answer is by unmasking a real mystery: the broken shaving industry. I shave my head multiple times a week, and I've tried every kind of razor there is because the industry relies on gimmicks and subscriptions. I've been burned before by subpar razors and the cycle of habitually buying costly cartridges. And maybe you've been burned too. The truth is, even a cheap 10-cent blade can give you a great shave when paired with the right tool. And that's why for the past 2 years, I have genuinely used the Henson razor every time I've had to shave my precious little baby head. And I'm thrilled that they are the sponsor of this video. Henson believes in functionality at the forefront. They're an aerospace machine shop that's crafted precision parts for the Mars rover and International Space Station. And they apply that same extreme level of precision to their single blade razor crafted from aluminum, which not only feels premium, but also optimally angles and supports the blade to eliminate the flex and skipping that can cause irritation. That precision holds even cheap blades perfectly, so there's no need to buy expensive cartridges. Like I said, I've been using the Henson razor for years. This is the one that I've had for about 2 years now, and I really love it. I have pretty sensitive skin, especially around my neck area, and in the past that sensitivity has made me really dread shaving because of the inevitable bumps and razor burn that I would get using other razors. And yes, this is an ad read, but I'm being sincere when I tell you that using the Henson razor has reduced skin irritation so much for me that I no longer dread shaving, but rather I find it kind of relaxing. Plus, I said this earlier, but it just feels really premium to hold. This thing is durable and it's built to last a lifetime, prioritizing an investment rather than a subscription model. So if you want to experience a shave that makes sense, get your Henson razor by going to hensonrazor.com/nerdsync and enter the code nerdsync at checkout to get 100 free blades with your purchase. That is years of smooth, irritation-free shaving for free with your new Henson razor. I love this thing. Mwah. I don't know why this little dude exists. I don't know why this little creature exists. I want to know the story behind this pumpkin ghost. So if you are someone who has more information, if you're the artist who drew it, if you're some sort of marketing person who has worked with Warner Brothers or hanna-barbera in the past, and you have connections that can help me out, if you've worked at any of these companies that have officially licensed Scooby-Doo merchandise, let me know any information. I'm begging you. All right, I think that's the end of the video. Bye-bye.